Welcome to sureshbhattclasses. We are solving questions of quantitative aptitude topic average. All the topics of quantitative aptitude are useful for many competitive exams like SSC CGL, RRB, Bank PO, Railways and many government job exams and job interviews. These topics of quantitative aptitude are also useful for many entrance exams like GRE, GMAT, CAT, SAT, ACT and many more. Please watch all my videos on quantitative aptitude topics. In this video, we are solving questions on average. Our question is, the average of 8 numbers is 4.7. Out of these, the average of 3 numbers is 4.62 and the average of other 3 numbers is 4.58. Find the average of remaining 2 numbers. The given options are option A 4.9, option B 5, option C 4.8, option D 4.75. Before solving this question, I request you to please like, share and don't forget to subscribe this channel. We will first find the sum of 8 numbers and that sum is 8 multiplied by 4.7 and this comes out to be 37.6. 8 times 7 is 56. We write 6 and carry 5. 8 times 4 is 32 plus 5 is 37. Now we will find the sum of the 3 numbers whose average is 4.62. So 3 multiplied by 4.62, this comes out to be 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 6 is 18, we write 8 and carry 1, we put the decimal, 3 times 4 is 12, plus 1 is 13. And now we will find the sum of other 3 numbers whose average is 4.58. 3 times 8 is 24. We write 4 and carry 2. 3 times 5 is 15 plus 2 is 17. We write 7 and carry 1. We put the decimal. 3 times 4 is 12. 12 plus 1 is 13. Now we take the sum of these 2 numbers. 6 plus 4 is 10. We write 0 and carry 1. 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 plus 7 is 16. We write 6 and carry 1. 13 times 2 is 26 plus 1 is 27. Now we will subtract this 27.6 from 37.6 to find the sum of the remaining 2 numbers. 37.6 minus 27.6, this is equal to 10. So the average of remaining 2 numbers is equal to 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5. And from the given options, our answer is B, 5. I hope you have understood the method of solving such type of questions. We go to the next question. Our question is, when 10 new students join existing 40 students in a hostel, the per day meal cost increases by $80, but average per student cost reduces by $2. Find the original per day meal cost. The given options are option A 720, option B 800, option C 750, option D 780. Before solving this question, I request you to please like, share and don't forget to subscribe this channel. Let X be the per student meal cost. This was the original per day meal cost per student. Now after joining the 10 new students, per student meal cost reduces to x minus 2 as per student cost reduces by $2. So this comes out to be x minus 2. So x minus 2 is reduced meal cost. Now x minus 2 is reduced per student meal cost. So we can make the equation, and that equation is 50. Now the total number of students is 50. So the total cost comes out to be 50 into x minus 2. And this is equal to 40 into x, which is 40x, plus 80, because the per day meal cost increases by 80. Now we solve this equation. 50x minus 100 equal to 40x plus 80. We transfer the 40x towards left hand side, and by that we get 50x minus 40x is 10x, and we transfer minus 100 towards right hand side. That makes 100 plus 80 equal to 180. Therefore x equal to 18, and the original meal cost was 40x. So 40x equal to 18 times 4 is 72. So 40 into 18 will be 720. This will be the original meal cost for 40 students. And from the given options, our answer is option A, $720. I hope you have understood the method of solving such type of questions. We go to the next question. Our question is, the average of 7 numbers is 28. If one number is excluded, the average becomes 26. Find the excluded number. The given options are option A 42, option B 40, option C 38, option D 36. Before solving this question, I request you to please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe this channel. We will first find the sum of 7 numbers, and then we will find the sum of 6 numbers after the number is excluded, and that will be 7 multiplied by 28, as the average is 28 for 7 numbers. 7 times 8 is 56. We write 6 and carry 5. 7 times 2 is 14. 14 plus 5 is 19. So this is 196. Now the sum of 6 numbers is 6 multiplied by 26, as the average of these 6 numbers is 26. And this comes out to be 6 times 6 is 36. We write 6 and carry 3. 6 times 2 is 12 plus 3 is 15. So this is 156. And on subtracting we get the excluded number. And 6 minus 6 is 0. And 9 minus 5 is 4. So the excluded number is 40. And from the given options, our answer is option B 40. This was very easy question. We can also solve it by one formula, which is excluded number is equal to initial average minus final average multiplied by the numbers which were 7. This was the averages. The initial numbers were 7. So 28 minus 26 multiplied by 7 plus final average, which is 26. So this is equal to 28 minus 26 is 2. 2 multiplied by 7 is 14 plus 26 is equal to 40. This way we can use the direct solution formula. And if you are unable to remember such type of formula, then you can go with the normal method of finding the sum of the initial numbers, then sum of the final numbers after the number is excluded, and then we find the difference, and that will be our answer. I hope you have understood both the method of solving such type of questions. We go to the next question. Our question is, the average speed of a train for the first 120 km is 24 km per hour. For the next 120 km is 40 km per hour. And for the last 120 km is 60 km per hour. Find the average speed in kilometer per hour of the train for the entire journey. The given options are option A 36, option B 30, option C 45, option D 48. Before solving this question, I request you to please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe this channel. The total distance is 120 plus 120 plus 120 is 360 km. Now we will find the total time. The time for first 120 km is 120 divided by 24, plus for the next 120 km is 120 divided by 40, and the time for the last 120 km is 120 divided by 60, and this is equal to 120 divided by 24 is 5 hours, plus 120 divided by 40 is 3 hours, plus 120 divided by 60 is 2 hours, and this is equal to 10 hours. Now we can find the average. 360 is the total distance divided by total time is 10 hours, and this is equal to 36 km per hour. And from the given options, our answer is option A 36 km per hour. I hope you have understood the method of solving such type of questions. We go to the next question. Our question is, the average score of a cricketer for 40 innings is 55 runs. His highest score is 174 runs more than his lowest score. If these two scores are excluded, the average of remaining innings is 53 runs. Find his lowest score. The given options are option A 0, option B 8, option C 12, option D 6. Before solving this question, I request you to please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe this channel. We'll first find the sum of runs of 40 innings, and that will be 40 multiplied by 55, which is the average for 40 innings. 40 times 55 is 2200, and the total run of 38 innings when the lowest and the highest score is excluded, then the total innings will be 38 and their average is 53 runs, and 38 multiplied by 53 comes out to be 2014 runs. So the runs of the remaining two innings, the highest and the lowest, is the difference of these two runs. 2200 minus 2014 is 186 runs. If the lowest score is X, then the highest score will be X plus 174. So their sum will be 2X plus 174, and this is equal to 186. Therefore 2X equal to 186 minus 174, that is equal to 12 runs. This gives x equal to 6 runs. So the lowest score is 6 runs. And from the given options, our answer is option D, 6 runs. I hope you have understood the method of solving such type of questions. We go to the next question. Our question is, out of 3 numbers, first is twice the second and thrice the third number. If their average is 22, find the smallest number. The given options are option A, 12, option B, 24, option C, 36, option D, 18. Before solving this question, I request you to please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe this channel. Here the relation between the 3 numbers is, first is 2 times the second and 3 times the third number. Here we will find the LCM of 2 times and 3 times, which is 6 times. So we assume the first number to be 6x. Then second number will be, half of it is 3x, as the first number is 2 times the second number. So if first number is 6x, then second number is 3x. And it is 3 times the third number. So third number is 2x. The first number becomes 3 times of the third number. The sum of these 3 numbers is 11x. And this is equal to 3 times 22, as the average of these 3 numbers is 22. 11 cancels 22 for 2 times. Therefore, x equal to 6. And the smallest number is 2x. So the 2x equal to 12. It means that the smallest number is 12. And from the given options, our answer is option A, 12. I hope you have understood the method of solving such type of questions. We go to the next question. Our question is, the average age of 40 students is 17 years. Out of these, the average age of 16 students is 20 years. Find the average age of remaining students. The given options are option A, 12, option B, 15, option C, 16, option D, 14. Before solving this question, I request you to please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe this channel. The total age of 40 students is 40 multiplied by 17, as their average is 17. And this is equal to 17 times 4 is 68. So this is 680. And the total age of 16 students is 16 multiplied by 20, because their average is 20 years. So this will be 16 times 2 is 32. So this is 320. And their difference is the total age of remaining 24 students. 0 minus 0 is 0. 8 minus 2 is 6. And 6 minus 3 is 3. So the total age of 24 students is 360. So the average is 360 divided by 24. 24 divides 360 for 15 times. Therefore, the average age is 15 years. And from the given options, our answer is option B, 15 years. I hope you have understood the method of solving such type of questions. We go to the next question. Our question is, the average of 8 numbers is 15. When a new number is included, the average decreases by 1. Find the new number. The given options are option A 2, option B 3, option C 5, option D 6. Before solving this question, I request you to please like, share and don't forget to subscribe this channel. The sum of 8 numbers is 8 multiplied by their average, which is 15, and this is equal to 120. Now one number is included, so the number becomes 8 plus 1 is 9 numbers. So there will be 9 numbers, but their average decreases by 1. So the total will be 9 multiplied by 14, and 9 times 14 is 126. So the value of new number is 126 minus 120, and this is equal to 6. So the value of new number is 6. And from the given options, our answer is option D 6. I hope you have understood the method of solving such type of questions. This was very easy question. We go to the next question. Our question is, the average number of pages of 10 books is 240. Out of these, average number of pages of 8 books is 235. If in remaining 2 books, the number of pages of one book is 60% of other book, find the number of pages of the other book. The given options are option A 325, option B 195, option C 300, option D 225. Before solving this question, I request you to please like, share and don't forget to subscribe this channel. We will first find the total number of pages of 10 books. So that will be 10 multiplied by their average is 240. This is equal to 2400. Now number of pages of 8 books is 8 multiplied by 235, because the average number of pages of 8 books is 235. 8 times 5 is 40. We write 0 and carry 4. 8 times 3 is 24 plus 4 is 28. We write 8 and carry 2. 8 times 2 is 16 plus 2 is 18. The difference of these two numbers will give the total number of pages of remaining 2 books. So we subtract 1880 from 2400. 0 minus 0 is 0. 10 minus 8 is 2. And 23 minus 18 is 5. So the number of pages of remaining 2 books is 520. If X is the number of pages of the other book, then the 60% of X is 0.6x. So this sum is 1.6x. 1.6x equal to 520. Therefore, X equal to 520 divided by 1.6. To remove the decimal, we add 1 0 to the numerator. Now 16 divides 5200. 16 times 3 is 48. 52 minus 48 is 4. 16 times 2 is 32. 40 minus 32 is 8. We carry 0, it becomes 80. 16 times 5 is 80. So the number of pages of other book is 325 pages. And from the given options, Our answer is option A, 325 pages. I hope you have understood the method of solving such type of questions. We go to the next question. Our question is, the average weight of 45 students is 54 kg, but it was found that the weight of 38 kg was misread as 83 kg. Find the correct average. The given options are option A 56, option B 55, option C 53, option D 52. Before solving this question, I request you to please like, share and don't forget to subscribe this channel. We will first find the sum of the weight of all 45 students, which is 45 multiplied by 54. And then we subtract 83, which is the wrong entry we have entered, and we will add 38, which is the correct entry, and then we again divide this by 45. That will give us the correct average. So this is equal to 45 multiplied by 54, and the difference of 83 and 38 is 45 divided by 45. We take common 45, so this gives us 54 minus 1 divided by 45, and we cancel the 45 of numerator by 45 of denominator, and this is equal to 54 minus 1 is 53. So the correct average weight of 45 students is 53 kg. And from the given options, our answer is option C, 53 kg. I hope you have understood the method of solving that type of questions. Before completing this video, I request you to please do lot of practice from different books and solve as many questions as possible to become expert in solving questions of quantitative aptitude topics. Please watch all my videos on quantitative aptitude topics. Here completes this video. Please like, share and subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get the latest notifications. Thanks for watching.